I welcome all of you for our last session of our fourth day FDP on innovative healthcare in AR/VR. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Today also we are expecting more experience
Sure,
in
sure.
healthcare.
Maximum,
Okay, sir.
maximum possible I can do. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Session is over to you, sir.
Okay. See, welcome back. My voice is audible, right?
Yes, sir. Audible.
Okay, okay. See, once again, I welcome on today's session. Once again, I thank Madam Mamageshwari ma'am and the coordinator, all the people, for giving me one more opportunity to me to share my thought related to metaverse and AI VR in the with respect to what healthcare and development tools. I already told you that what exactly we are going to cover today and yesterday only. So today we are going to shift our focus on the tools and platform that make AR VR development possible, where where exactly what the things are going to be discussed today. So today's session will be goes like this. First, we are going to cover with what the beginning of with utility and what the tool called Unity, the powerful game engine to create the AR VR application. And next to follow with a look at what Spark AR, the tool to create interactive effort to the platform like Instagram and Facebook. That also we are going to see. And follow with that, we are going to see Amazon Sumrian. This is the enabled development for immersive AR, VR, and 3D experiences. And follow with that, Roblox, ROBLOX, it's create a engine what it is AI engine, and it create a immersive virtual experiences, and so many games and all they are created with this kind of tool only. And we follow with that NVIDIA Omnivirus. It's a role in collaborating and what photo realistic simulation for this one here and VR. And what is the, finally we end up with the infrastructure, what type of infrastructure we required, what is the hardware and software we required to build this kind of application. And finally I'll run through the some slides with respect to metaverse. You get the overall experience in your real time what you are so far we are come across. So this is what the today agenda we will see one by one. First we look at what exactly these things what Unity, this tool called Unity. You know what why this tool is very important. Say there are a lot more tools are in the market, but what I listed these all the more leading tools for creating this kind of application with respect to AR VR. And yesterday we discussed so many things with respect to healthcare also. Is only for training purpose, surgery and treatment and rehabilitation they are using. But where we can develop this kind of things with the help of only tool. That tool only I listed the leading tools. We'll see first one is Unity. What this Unity is actually, see this Unity tool, if we can say generally we want to create any gaming or anything, we require graphics card and so many what platform and all those things. Without these things we can build realistic application by using of this kind of web-based tools. That is what I listed. All these are web-based tools you can develop easily. Like if I ask you to do one flowchart by using of Microsoft Word, you can easily go develop. So like the same way like a Photoshop you understand to create, but if I ask you to do on any task in Paint, you can easily to do it. If until with Corel Draw or Photoshop you're supposed to learn very complex, but you can do it with for Paint. The same way only. There are so many tools are there in this listed. All the tools are you can easily you can build with the tutorials and with minimum knowledge to seeing of that what menus and tools you can easily to build. In that first we are going to see this Unity and its future. See, in recent years, the web we are talking about Web.4 and Web.5, but still we are exist with the Web.30 only. Okay, this utilized to what metaverse world. They almost they are using in every industry, including I told yesterday only like education, healthcare, marketing, and real estate. They are impact with the metaverse. Okay, In metaverse world, you can interact with the 3D layers in order to make environmental realistic. Okay, so this metaverse world is used to interact in any kinds of resources by what to say, in metaverse experiences. Okay, so this is how you generally, and every development there is instant to learn how to build a metaverse DFs by using Unity. This hardly surprise give what growing popularity, like nowadays they are talking about blockchain and NFTs and in-gaming asset and web 3.0 domain. So this is how it's generally we can do. So I can tell you here the cross-platform game engine and mobile game development tools like iOS, Android, we can do with these two tools, and to create more realistic rendering effort. See, this rendering is very important. This rendering effort we can do with this kind of web-based application. I told you that A-frame yesterday. That also we can do by using integrated path tracking and accumulated what motion blur. This kind of things we can do with this Unity software. This is the main features of this Unity. The platform support like ARKit and ARCore, Microsoft HoloLens, and Oculus, OpenXR, OpenXR, and PlayStation VR and Magic Leap. So these are the supporting libraries which are there in the Unity 3D tool. So we get started with the Unity. If you directly, you can go to the browser, you can download directly Unity software. So it how this is how that once you install that Unity software, you can directly go to the Unity. You put with respect to your OS, whether Windows or Mac OS, you can download it latest version. That console will be like this only. The how to make the video game or anything, like they will ask in beginning only whether you want to make it is a 3D or 2D. So this is how generally you can do with that. So once you download it, they will ask, this is what the console, edit, accelerate, create object, component, windows, help. So you can do with this. There are so many things are there: screen, game, asset store. You can easily to deploy. So these are the things are there. So if you want to, you make a project to put into the project name area, you can choose where to save it, and on your computer to click these three dots, and you can see this main create camera or direct lighting, everything. If possible, you can do with minimal knowledge of this tool. You can do some lot more tutorials also. So you can see in the right side, lot more effort are there, and you can see down to that this console. After once done things are done, you can get it here as a, and to create the game and the surface, everything is possible. Okay, so you can, it take more time, like this only it will supposed to be, where to you supposed to place the object. You can give what type of effort to the these things. So this is how generally it will be look like. You want to add object, whether surface, like you studied in engineering graphics, like above HP, below the VP, front, rear, a shadow, what you want, what type of effort you supposed to give, everything you can do it. And finally you done with everything, you can go to the asset, you can download it. So this is what that overview of this Unity tool. The lot more options are there to edit, alter game object, whatever you want. You want to need, if you type bicycle, you can get bicycle. You want to car, you can do whatever object you want. You want, I built one 50-store building, if you type it, it will come here. If you are experienced with the draw.io, how you are supposed to design, draw the diagram in online, the same way here also. But we can get it here 2D or 3D object of the same thing. Okay, so this is what the overview of Unity tool. Why? Because I am unable to tell you each and everything. So I'll give the simply glimpse. You can take it to further and you learn a lot and you can do many things, and lot more tutorials also there in the Unity only website. you want to give background effect or a background color change, you can do it anything. So this is what we can done with the Unity tool. Okay, so once you've done everything, we can download it. You go to the file and you can save it to the local drive also. By using whatever you want in the name, you can do it. So I'll tell you here. That's all. Here you're supposed to learn like the same only. You can design, draw everything. That the same thing you will get it. What it a 2D or a 3D effort. You can download it. If you have your own creativity, you can do with that. Okay. The main advantage of Unity 3D. See, multiple rendering in this universal. So what exactly this what multiple rendering means? I can say URP. This URP means the universal render pipeline, and a multiple base camera or camera stack can be rendered to the same render target. You can see the same object, front, back, top, all kinds of view, like perspective view, top view, bottom view. If you studied 2D dimensions, you can see all these things: top view, bottom view, rear view, front view, and what projection view, all those things. So with that, you can easily to do the multiple rendering and the multiple platform development. It support multiple platform development. The library and the assets are readily available. They help us to improve the game in less time, that increase the speed also. It user to interact with the different model using adaptive interfaces that provide great flexibility, and the tools are effective and provide more reliable. So that is why they're given all in one editor. So like artist, designer, developer, collaborative, and each other to create what amazing what immersive game or immersive things to interact experience using this Unity real-time 3D editor. So that is what the main advantage of Unity 3D. And next we are going to see about the second tool, Spark Air. See, I'll give you only glimpse. You can take it to how much you want to explore. You can explore it. Okay. So Spark Air, what this Spark Air generally? See, Spark Air, where they are exactly they're using. I already informed at the time of agenda. See here in Spark here, where we are using in Facebook and Instagram, all those things. So to create augmented reality images and videos by using Facebook, the launch with augmented reality feature in 2017, that is called Spark AR. So combined with Windows and Apple. So this Facebook keep financing the platform features. Most recently, it added statistics to the Instagram also, and the Facebook advantages in recent years. The Spark AR tools is used to Instagram also, and Meta, formerly known as Meta. Now we are talking about Meta. Earlier it was Facebook. So you can create either your own AR effect. Also, it allow user to use 3D object from the libraries, or user to interact with our own 3D objects and the sound. So this all possible with this Spark AR tool. Okay. So what exactly these things? This Spark AR, the Instagram or Facebook to create their own AR effect, and we can interact with these library, 3D object, and what sound, all those things. Okay. The futures. See, the future is very most important. They are given many features like face tracking and responding to the facial gestures and movement. See here what exactly they will do: create efforts to the react to the person face or body with the Spark AR Studio. You can utilize the face tracker or hand tracker to find someone what facial or hand movement, everything we can do here to recognize various faces, interaction, and gesture, such as a wink, all those things also it's possible. Using segmentation and change some background and their surroundings, that also is possible with the Spark AR Studio. Okay, to prepare a assess and object, that is very important. See, what exactly they will do here: prepare, assess, and object. So here in AR Studio, you can build materials like a texture and some 3D or a 2D object. Additionally, you can improve your create by themselves or their AI library for thousands of what the free 3D models and the sound samples you can add. That also is possible. Add library templates. There available templates are there. If Instagram you can see, I want to add, I increase my what hair, or I want to change my hair coloring. I want to add what to increase my nose size or increase my ear size. We can do all these things. That also is there. We can do with this Spark AR Studio and build world effort. See, world effort means we can change or alter some world also. When your camera find horizontal surface or the plan track to make it is appear, so the targeted track can to add or cause effect to run. See, the same object we will make it to run, or when the camera identify a certain target in the real world. So see, everything it is possible, we can do that also. This fourth one is what 3D object and animation. See, here in this 3D object and animation, you include what bones and joints and the animation. The Spark Studio has several built-in 3D objects. With that, you can do that also. So, like a face mesh, um, like you can do with the face mesh, applying what materials or texture to that and create effort to the track phases, all those things. And we can do with null object, the containers used for to make more to group or making objects into group. That also is possible. And the 3D planner. See, the flat object we can place at any depth in the user screen. We make it to the front or we make it to the more depth. That also we can do that. So this is all possible, these 3D object and animations. And the texture and materials. What this texture and materials? This is they are given. This is the future of Spark AR. See, in this texture or materials, what we can do, import what spreadsheet to screen or to add animation layer by layer. That also is possible using texture or host online by linking them in the screen, transmit audio free video on the texture, or we want to convert whatever they are converting, what NLP, the same vernacular language we can use, we can convert it and obtain texture for screen notes using camera or a face tracker, or including retouching. So the things we will make, what we like, what we want to create, what's our imagination, we can do everything here in the patch editor. We want to once you're done, we can make with small things we can add on to the exist one. That also is possible. The patch editor make share their views on that particular thing. Additionally, blends what blend shaper to be improved and modify using Spark AR Studio. That also is there. This is how exactly, and interactivity and logic. So everything is possible. You want to add any interactivity, logics, and animation, create utilizing of what touch data for mobile devices, and bring information to the screen or website application, or we can make it as a service also. Everything is possible by adding or editing object in the asset, and changing scale, position, rotation, and using the simulator. It is very effectively. I'll show you that also. See, the basic of a Spark AR Studio will be like this only. So you can do with the tool.
Hey, welcome to Spark AR Studio. In this guide, you'll learn all the basics of the Spark AR Studio interface. In this tutorial, we'll be covering building and visualizing effects, adding and editing objects and assets, changing scale, position, and rotation, using the simulator, opening the patch editor and console, and previewing and exporting effects, building and visualizing effects. Before getting going, download the sample content. The folder includes a 3D object we'll be using throughout. To start, create a new project. Take a look at the scene panel. This is where you add objects that will make up your effect. You'll find two objects here already, an ambient and a directional light. These give 3D effects realistic lighting. You can remove them for 2D effects. Click Layers to create and configure layers. Layers are used to place objects in front of or behind each other. You can insert an object in two ways. Either click the Add button in the menu bar or the Add Object button. There are many objects to make all kinds of effects. For example, the face tracker will detect the movement of someone's face, and the plane tracker will detect a real-world surface like a table. Insert a plane tracker. It's listed in the Scene panel. You'll notice your viewport has changed. This is where you see your effect change as you build it. In this case, the viewport is changed because plane tracker effects can only be viewed through the back camera in a mobile device. To change the video, click the recorder symbol. You can choose from a selection of presets and preview the effect on your object directly onto Plane Tracker 0 in the Scene panel of the device. The default simulator setting is the box next to Specular. This defines the shine and highlight color of a surface to make an object even more realistic. The effect is a bit strong, so use this slider to adjust it. About 30% works well. Opening the patch editor and console. Use this button to open the scripting console. It will also appear automatically when a script is running. Click here to open the patch editor. Use it to add interactivity, logic, and animation to your effects without needing to know JavaScript, or use it to create textures and make complex changes to materials. Previewing and exporting effects. To preview an effect on a device and judge how it's performing, use Spark AR Player, available on the App Store and Play Store. When you connect a device to your computer with a USB cable, you'll be able to click here to select Send to Connected Device. You'll see the effect working in the Spark AR Player, or select Send to App to quickly preview how your effect will affect as small as possible. You can find tip playing with Spark AR and explore our other videos.
Okay, I think you get the overview of what exactly the Spark AR Studio tool. See, every tool we easily we can learn and we can do our own projects, our own thought. We can create it. Everything is there. All kinds of what a tool, what is there. Everything is there. See, generally we can do the same thing in where in machine learning also. I done one small project with my students that is called. Investigating comparison of modified CNN technique to classify the fake face in the deep videos. So if you have done a video in that what the fake faces is there, we with our own images we created, or we can see with the what closed environment like in a temple, or we can make it to where in any closed environment you can capture the video, whether they with the help of what their hand movement gesture you can predict whether they are pickpocketing or snipe charging, or they are hitting the head, or we are label the videos based on the frame. Each frame we are make that frame, and we can with the help of what our images are we are given, whether it's the same kind of face is there. So this kind of project we done with my student. So this is possible by using of machine learning. We can include here also whether the similar kind of things are there or not. But with respect to these tools only, we can create our animated environment, or we can say metaverse. What exactly metaverse is? Computer generated what environment. This environment is created by computer. We are just what we are thinking, based on that the computer is creating the environment. If we want like multi-store building, we can create it. Okay, so this is what the studio tool are using for us to create our virtual environment. And next we'll move to the Amazon Sumrian. See, this Amazon Sumrian, you can go if you have the login of AWS. So you can create in this also. See here also what we can do is set up browser based tool for creating high quality VR and AR and a 3D application easily without require any programming or 3D physical with what 3D graphics experiences. So without that, we can create here also the Amazon Suriam. It has a collection of primitive shapes, 3D model, and host texture, and splits to format a library at its support for bringing your own model. And it has built a machine which can help you to create animation object, and which responds to user input like a click and move, all kind of things. The project can contain multiple screens. See, generally we can do earlier in one screen. You can here you make multiple screens. You can asset pack and a template that user to create from the screens, and you can create a project and scene. Everything is possible to do with Amazon Sumrian. So this project and scene, if you download it or it is a web based, you can directly go there with the help of this one. So you can configure the screen, and this is the console will be like this only. If you're done, you can go to directly to create a project, and to create a project you're supposed to impose all kind of what these things. And a new project, you can enter the project name and choose to create. Choose create and a new screen. The screen supposed to be take a few or 10 seconds, then finally you can download it. You can, there's console came the scene. You have to, now what you have to do to enter a C wave of the screen name and choose to create, you can do with that. This is what generally you can create the project and the screen. And the next you can see here the configure the scene. See what you have to do here, the configure the screen. You're supposed to we need to ask a skybox from a Suriname asset library, from the what Sumerian library in where we can do in two steps. First, to choose the import asset at the top of the screen. You can see here in top of the screen import asset, and at the top of the screen you can choose that. And later the school what choose what blue sky spire and click the spire icon into the list. Later choose add. Then finally you will get this one, which will Skybuck asset to pack and asset panel. The pack contained the Skybuck asset and the PNR format, texture, Skybuck user you everything you'll get it in the right side. So after add the Skybucks to the screen, it's the screen setting into the under environment. Okay. See, this is how generally we can do configure and the screen. And the next, add and configure entities. What we can do here, you have to choose create a entity. We will be now adding entities into the screen. We are adding the entity. Choose the entity, what entity you want. Under 3D primitive, you can choose squad. While squad is selected entire panel, the squad component appear in the inspector panel on the right side of the canvas. To extend the top scan, you can add or change the detail of each and everything in the floor. You can add it and extend the transform section. Then enter into the flow values, whatever you want value 0, 1 or -2, you can change according to that. The transform section also is there. So this is how you can create and configure the entities. Whatever you want to like, you can add a box or you can name it of each and every object. We can call everything here entity, so you can do in that way also. So you want to human being with respect to gender, you can add anything. So add behavior and what teleportation, you can do that also. And adding activate and action, you can do so many so things are there. You can add behavior, you can add see if you want to, you can add this AR/VR asset pack. You can get it from everything there. Asset object activate, grab, and what teleport. So many things are there. If you want to learn many things, we cannot to learn in short span of time. But you take more time. Everything is there. You can see and do the things and publish. Once you've done everything, Then finally you're supposed to be publish and view the scene. You can get the final output will be like this. See, if you want to see the view, you can go to open the, once you've done everything, you cannot to directly, you cannot to get it. You're supposed to choose this, what your designed thing. You take that link and you put it into Oculus browser, and you have to enter that link, you will get it the finally. Okay. Next, we are going to see about Roblox. See, Roblox, like this is a gaming. It's a lot more games you are get it. See here, this Roblox is let's say similar like other tools. This is also here we can develop application user to create a 3D and experience like called Roblox Studio. User can create immersive 3D experiences on Roblox with Roblox Studio. The free applications are available for Windows as well as for Mac OS. You can easily download it. See, Roblox tools which gives the user generated content, that is called UGC platform, which provide the technology for creating to bring the vision of life. Okay, what you are thinking, the same way we can do it. The user can be individual creator or a professional developer studio can use Roblox to create all your imagine. For example, I can tell you want to create avatar with 3D experiences, everything is possible by using that Roblox. Okay, see, Roblox tool service are supported to build more immersive experiences. For that is what the overview of the Roblox. See, here also I can tell you, we can go directly to navigate the rollbox.com slash create. It is a web-based application. You can go and make a create. And if you want to start want to create a Roblox studio, you're supposed to go to create button. The pop-up dialog will be displayed, and you're supposed to download the studio button. And you find out the studio installed in your browser. If you want to make it to download from the things, and you know how to. Once you download it, you're supposed to be double click, and it's once everything is installed, the finally you will get that supposed to
Hey,
be like
what's up,
this.
guys? It's Cover Code here, and in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you the absolute basics on how to use Roblox Studio. Now, let's not waste any time and get right to it. Now, the first thing you actually need to do is download Roblox Studio. So I have a link in the description below taking you to the page I am currently on. And this will pretty much show you a summary of Roblox Studio, what you can actually do with the Roblox platform, and a few quotes from some famous developers here who have actually had a lot of success. And pretty much this is the wiki link. So if you have any questions about Roblox or the API, this is where you'd go to. And you have two buttons here, start creating and start creating right here, okay? And if you click on this, it'll take you to the download page for Roblox Studio, and you just have to open that up, same as installing any other program you've had before, and then all you need to do is open it up. So now we're just going to transition to Roblox Studio. Okay, so the first time you actually open Roblox Studio, it's going to ask you guys to log in. But after you log in, assuming you remember your credentials, okay, this is the page that you're going to see. And what these are basically templates for you to use if you've never made a game before. So if you don't know how to make 3D models like houses, cars, and stuff like that, these are just things to help you jumpstart your game making career. But for the purposes of this tutorial, guys, I'm only going to be using the base plate template here. So this is just basically plain, barren, sort of nothingness, essentially. And there are also a few different buttons here, but I'll let you guys explore those on your own. I'm just going to click on this base plate button here and open up our very first game. And this is what you're roughly going to see when you open up your game. Now, the tabs might not be here. Your studio might be white if you're using the default theme. However, this is roughly what you should be seeing. Okay, so you should have a blank base plate here, okay? And you've got some tabs to move around and click your left mouse button, hold it down, things in your game. So if I right click, these will also show up here. So, pretty basic: cut, paste, duplicate. This fell down. And that is because it's not anchored. So if I select this and I move it up, it's going to fall right back down. Things that people made for you to use. So if you want a house and you don't know how to make a house, just search up house and it'll load up a selection of houses that people made for you to use. So you just drag those in like that, and bam, you have a house in your game. And obviously you can do this for pretty much anything. So if you want a horse or something, type up horse and you drag the horse into your game just like that. And that's how you use the toolbox. Now, I've already covered a part of this, but if you want to test out your game, so if you're learning how to script using something, who the creator is, and you're just going to write a brief description about your game here. Leave comments in the comment section down below suggesting what videos I should make next, and I'll see you guys next time.
Okay. Now you understand how this Rollback Studio is working. You can get it everything, but ready-made. Whatever you want, you can type, you can get it, and you can fetch into that surface, and you have to add all the objects, and finally you can export. That is how that Rollback Studio is working. I think you get overall experience about the Rollback Studio. And next we'll move to see about Omnivirus. Okay, this what exactly the omnivorous? You know that this NVIDIA company is using, familiar for graphics card to develop, to play any game, all those things. The graphics card is very important. See, this company Omnivirus is one section. They are supposed to create this kind of AR, VR things. Okay, we'll see one by one. See the overview of the virtual collaboration and the real-time physical realistic simulation to create, design, research, and engine may what to cooperate to share our virtual area by connecting the tools, asset, and project to extend the capability of Omnivirus platform. The developer and the software provide many creates and sell the Omnivirus expansions, application, connectors, and microservice also. They are doing this NVIDIA. They will not give anything for free. Everything they will make it money. So NVIDIA is very costly and it is very difficult to learn also, but I'll give the overall glance. This platform that can extend the provide virtual collaboration, real time, and physical realistic simulation to create, design, and all those things. So this extend to capability of Omnivirus platform. The developers, what they want to launch, any kind of portal to the Omnivirus to provide instant access to all kinds of apps, connection, and other downloads also. The launcher put all this help need to write in front of you with the quick and simple access of connection. They learn through you can using any tutorial and documentation and discussion with Omnivirus. You can easily to form your Omnivirus forum also in that. This is how we can do. These connections are enable the programs like such as Maya, 3ds Max, and Revit, and a variety of DDC application to contribute Omnivirus projects. So this is how the overview of these things. You can see here the library, exchange, or nucleus, and learn. So many things are there about you can learn about the Omnivirus. See, this Omnivirus is maximum. They are used for what flexibility and scalability. You want to continue for more components, you can get it everything that database and the collaborative engine. You can utilize the nucleus. Is there a second nucleus to exchange the alter virtual world representation? Everything it is possible. Okay, and this is how generally it will work, and you can see everything by using these things. So you can see here the Omnivirus nucleus simulation, nuclear kit, and these things. We will see one by one what exactly these things is. See, Omnivirus platform component. These are the four components: nuclear, simulation, kit, and create. See what is exactly the Omnivirus nucleus. See, this is all about what a database and a collaborative engine. The terms may utilize omnivirus nucleus like numerous use of real-time and multiple apps. This allow you to use the program with the most comfortable and quick set. It's really open up with a lot of possibility for rapid integrations. How you are to supposed to do, and it is usually to work on the public and subscribe base. It is not a free; it is paid one, and you can do this omnivirus. You can make it more realistic. And next one is omnivirus. What omnivirus simulation. This omnivirus simulation, what they will do generally, they collaborate with the plugin and microservices. So the open source physical simulation, the physics X, widely used in the computer game, all those things, and where they're using omnivirus for simulation. See, generally they support for NVIDIA technology on omnivirus kit plugins or microservices. The open source physical simulator, I already told you now, physics X. So physics X is with respect to help of what omnivirus they are supposed to use in the robotics, the special effect. We can with this tool we can do for all kinds of simulation, robotics, special effect, driving simulation, architecture, engineering, construction, film, TV, game development, synthetic data generation, and HPC visualization. All those things we can do. So omnivirus kit, see this kit for built a native omnivirus application and microservices. See these omnivirus applications, the based on their carbon architecture, which provide a wide range of capability via a collection of lightweighted plugins. These carbonate plugins are written in C programming for long-term ABI what compatibility for programming and customization. And nowadays they are using with Python also. Interpreter is supplied for this omnivirus kit, interact with the server and perform the basic for the future omnivirus connection tools and the microservices. And you can see these default UI, USD inspector, editor, what layout tools and viewer, and the dynamic UI complex flexibility. It's there. See, generally that you can do with RTX render and AMD's Pro render and Intel Opspray, or for hybrid compliant renderings for mainly used for the purpose of rendering. So this is how this NVIDIA Omnivirus kit is helping. And to, if you want to create the Omnivirus, to create a build of Omnivirus kit, they leverage Pixar's the powerful USD platform to accelerate the advanced sense, or you want to create any scene, you want to combine the scenes by composition of multiple scenes, that also is possible by to create. And see NVIDIA Omnivirus to create what world building omnivirus program. You can join in NVIDIA kit, and using USD is used for screen description and in-memory model. All those things they are using omnivirus create. See here using the Pixar USD and Autodesk Revit, Trumbull, SketchUp, Autodesk Maya, Side Effects Honai, and so many things are there. They are using to create here this virtual environment. See, infrastructure, will come to the end of the exactly what infrastructure we required. With minimal infrastructure chip, very good what hardware component and a very good internet connectivity, and this all you supposed to store with good infrastructure, cloud and edge interface infrastructures are required to build this kind of metaverse. And next, with this, these things are over, and I'll run through some more thing. We will see very in short way. I think it's almost 52 slide is there, but anyhow, I'll give overall glance about the metaverse. See, I already told what is mean by metaverse. Metaverse is all about what computer generated environment. It's combination of what this model. I'll tell you why exactly we are going to see something about metaverse. See what is metaverse, why, what, and how all those things, and the journey of metaverse in reality. And the metaverse going to be replace a real world, how the things are there, everything. I'm going just I'll run the things. Okay, see what is metaverse. We know that what is metaverse. In simple way, I can tell you it's a computer generated these things. It's combination of virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. See, the metaverse is a real virtual reality world where user can interact, gaming, and experience things like the world is like a real world. Okay. See, metaverse refers to an immersive digital environment where people can interact as a avatar. So, we are going to see what are the avatar movies with avatar. What the metaverse game, metaverse movie, and the metaverse Instagram. What very effective Instagram people, all those things I'll tell you. See, in simulator, these things, this AI avatar generator, see, generally, this simulator digital environment combine AR, VR, and the mixed reality, blockchain, social media, what principles to create area of rich and interact in immediate in the real world. So this is how this AI avatar is generated. See, the metaverse refer immersive digital environment when people to interact as a avatar. So an AI avatar generates an art of generate that user to artificial intelligent algorithm and neural network. We already discussed some of the overview of AI, where exactly is working yesterday, how we are giving the, if you are conveying our thought in voice, this voice converted to physical information. That is all about what signal. The signal converted into text to do to perform all kinds of operations. What is meant by signal is a physical representation of data. So unique AI avatar based on the user input and prompts. So this is how generally they will do. So AI, Avatar, Arrogant, PixCat, there's so many. These are listed. Drawn AI, Stray AI, and Magic AI Avatar. So many library things are there, and we can go with that. We can make it everything. Okay. So the metaverse in a real world, how the things are there. Meta. Meta. And now we are talking about Meta. Earlier it was Facebook. Metaverse in a real world. So they are doing big things in this. Generally, Big Bang was Facebook announced in the last 2021 that it was setting its sights on the metaverse as a next digital fortune, and it was renamed holding company to Meta. The metaverse are actually here and they deliver the value already. The almost any type of media that can be represented digitally, the photos, video, arts, moves, music, movies, book, game, and you can name it anything. It's all with the help of what we can do with media. So the real world top examples of metaverse, they are in entertainment, gaming, virtual influencer, and what distributed workforce. So this is are happening. Okay, so you can see here the metaverse. What the movie about the metaverse? We can list here Matrix series and Ready Player. In every year they are using. I'll run some videos also here.
Have you ever had a dream, Leo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream world and the real world? Are a disease. You are a cancer of this planet. And we... Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself.
We will see another two more things also. I cannot to run the entire video. It is very difficult to complete within a time. these are the movies they are using metaverse to create this kind of movie. I think you are already experienced. So metaverse, the movies about the metaverse, Spy Kids, Avatar 2009, Tory Legacy, Inception. So many movies also there. Avatar 1, Avatar 2. You can see some video clips related to that also.
Games? Do you want to get busted? There's something wrong with this game.
Antonio.
Oh, good. It's locked. Just making sure. Really? Something is happening.
It's all over the world. It's like somebody combined a virus with.
The Armageddon code. What are these things?
They're bad guys from our video game.
Get out of here, kids! Go!
Wait a second. You think Mom and Dad are spies? You think? We have to find Mom and Dad now.
Hey, kiddos, if you're here now by yourselves, that means something has gone wrong. We couldn't wait to this house. There's food and spy training modules.
How to be a spy. I'm gonna be the best spy ever. You did it. Oh,
Almost good.
it's a spy suit generator.
Failure.
Since we caused this whole game apocalypse, we have to stop the bad guys and save the world. Let's do it. Activate magnet. The clock's ticking. We can do this.
Hold on a second. We go into the video game? No. I think we need to regroup.
There's no time.
We are dealing with a highly intelligent.
So good understand. I'll come out of this. So many videos I have kept in the PPT. You can see one or two. I think everyone you saw this film Avatar.
Yeah.
Outcast. That's all they see.
Stop.
So movie related to metaverse we have discussed. With respect to Tamil movie like Vikram, Vendutan into the card. So you can see these are the movies with respect to Tamil movies, and I think everyone you are already. I think so. The metaverse game also is there. You can sandbox, Decentraland, Pokemon Go, Minecraft, Roblox. So I don't want to. Just I'll run these slides. You can explore yourself how the games also will be. These all games are fully immersive, and we can make it our own Decentraland. You can they given description about that and how the game is also.
What if you could own the virtual world? Create, develop, and trade without limits. Make genuine connections. And earn real money. Decentraland, a fully immersive platform powered by the blockchain. Buy land. Design your experience. Transform the way people see the world. Purchase the first ever virtual real estate. Get started today.
Pokemon Go also. Just I give a glimpse about that. Minecraft also, you know, I think you have played, many people, I think so. Next, we'll see about Roblox. In Roblox, so many games are there. I'll give you one example for you. So these basic network, you know, the internet connection and the real headset you want, PC or mobile devices, and that pay money we cannot to pay this kind of effective games we can do with only very minimal basic games only without. So virtual influencer, you know how this virtual influencer they take the real world, how they are living the real world, the same kind of make the virtual influence in the real world life. See this virtual influencer in India also one of the famous Indian first meta influencer, you know, uh, Kaira. Many more are virtual influencer also is there in the worldwide. So India first meta influencer Kaya in 21 age old, the dream chase model and traveler. He has massed more than 1 lakh followers on the Instagram with the 6 months of set up the profile. Only the people aren't sure that it is a real or robot.
Social media, people making their mark as influencers is not unusual. From promoting outfits and accessories to giving tips on how to recreate fashionable looks, the internet is hooked to various influencers for content. But recently, users were left amused when they came across India's first virtual influencer on Instagram. She may look like a young fashionista, but she is not human. Yes, India has joined the game of virtual influencers with Kyra, a photorealistic virtual influencer who is on her way to getting 100,000 followers on the app. Meet Kyra. Kyra is created by business head at Top Social India, Himanshu Goyal, with brand collaborations in mind. Himanshu Goyal, Kyra's creator, is an engineer with an MBA degree from Ahmedabad. Also, he has been responsible for leading the project since its ideation in 2020. Kyra had a soft launch in December 2021. Her official date of birth is 28th January 2022. While speaking about his creation, Goyal said, "We focused on it as an entire business. Eventually, Kyra will be independent and unrelated to an agency. Even now, the name of our brand is not part of her profile." Talking about Kyra, her Instagram bio describes her as a dream chaser, model, and traveler. Reels will participate. So, in the
So we are not a lag on this also. We done already this virtual influencer, and these are the followers. Others also is there. You can explore yourself.
Fictional person or character with a social media account that is run by a content creating team, which in turn collaborates with brands. By definition, virtual influencers or CGI influencers, as they can also be called, are fictional computer generated people who have the realistic characteristics, features, and personalities of humans. They are becoming a real force to be reckoned with in the influencer marketing industry, with more of them emerging on Instagram every week and more brands queuing up to get involved with this futuristic means of marketing. The following are the famous virtual influencers who exist in real world. India's first meta influencer, Kyra, Lil Miquela, Ludo Magalu, Barbie. India's first meta influencer, Kyra, at 21.
So I told you that distributor workforce also, and we can do that also together. So distributor workflows, Meta, Horizon, and Microsoft Mesh. So these are the things are there, and you can see if you want to make a workroom or workforce with the help of what Harrier workroom is there.
What's going on, everyone?
Hey, how are you?
I'm Danny from the
Good afternoon.
So you know these things in the metaverse, real world, real world, virtual world, all those things. So you can see here the things are happening, and
Alright, so far so good. Can you believe that Venues is available inside Horizon World?
Oh!
All right, that's
You can make it. I have faith.
Did you make it?
No, I don't have faith in me. I have faith in you.
Yeah, it's fun. Come visit Venues today. See you in Horizon.
see, you know, the CEO of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, he said how you supposed to connect, work, play, learn, and make everything in virtual world. They're done very effective way of this thing, and I'll come to the end. So Microsoft Mesh, you know, the same way here also, and how metaverse can be built. You're supposed to connect and experiences, and the platform we required infrastructure, hardware and software we required, everything we enabled with net, semiconductor, everything, network, everything. Whatever we, if we start with 1G, how we are now we are using with 5G. It start with the PSTN, public switch telephone network to now advanced 5G technique is everything is there. We come across 1G for video call, all those things. How the same things are here and you can see the journey of metaverse. It start with 1838 and what binuclear version, and now we are advanced in 2025. There every year they are started with so many things. In 2006 Roblox, and 2009 Bitcoin, 2011 Ready Play One, and so many things. This is how the journeys are. Oculus in 2014, Decentraland in 2015, and every year there are a lot more advancements are coming in 2021. That is called Meta. They are take up this one also, and the qualities of powerful metaverse. One thing is it's supposed to be a realism, sight, sound, touch, and generous and experience. These are very important qualities of we make more powerful metaverse. With this, I'll stop here. Thank you. Thank you so much for your patience. Ma'am? Sir, some Arun is ask me everything. Share the link of Spark here which you want play. Sir, everything I took from net only. You can type directly, you will get it. Nothing new to I'll share anything exclusively I'll created. Everything is there in net. Just I want to give the glimpse about the metaverse, AI, and virtual reality. That is what I created this PPT. Everything is there. I'll share PPT also. You can go through that. No issue. Already I shared one. You can get it from Madam. Yeah. Already I shared. No issue. Ma'am will share at the end of this FDP. I think so.
Satish, ma'am. Ma'am, Satish, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Participants, if you have any queries, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll go for vote of thanks.
Anyone is having doubt? Thanks for your practical session, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
In very interesting session. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
So the feedback link already posted in the chat box. Kindly fill up the feedback form. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, coordinator, ma'am.
Sir,
And
thank you,
thank you, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, ma'am.
Thank you
so much, sir. Thanks for spending your time with us.
Okay.
You shared many things with us. I hope all the participants had a nice session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Shall I cut the call, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.